Hi, and welcome to She Paints Live. I have been doing canvas work, and I will continue to do canvas work, especially if I hear from you that you don't want to see the furniture painting and you want to see the canvas painting. I'll do that instead. But I'm actually doing sort of canvas painting on this piece of furniture. And so I wanted to show you guys what I've been doing and get a little further along in it because it's not quite where I want it yet, but it's looking really pretty, I think. I don't know, what do you think? Also, if I'm yellow looking, I apologize. My Jewel B. Is that the same Jewel that is friends with me on Facebook? I don't know. If it's not, or if it is, thanks for watching. I'll get started right now because I know you don't want to watch talking. You want to watch the painting. Who doesn't? I'm gonna stop now and I'm gonna paint. All right, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. If I can. Yeah, I know I could. Right. So here's what I was thinking. If I stop and tell you everything I've done, that would be tedious for those of you wanting to watch. So if you are watching this and you're like, what the heck did you do first? Please don't hesitate to comment and ask me, and I will answer it. I will answer. But I tend to be long-winded, and if I say, well, first I did, then that's all I'll be doing, is telling you all the steps. So I'm Kristen of She Paints. I did not introduce myself because I'm not good at that part. Never have been, but I'm going to get better. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is go in with the original color that I used for this background, which is Kissing Booth. I almost said Kissing Paint. Kissing Paint, really? It's a beautiful fuchsia, and this is all I use exclusively on furniture, and then mostly on canvas, my canvas work as well, is DIY paint. It's a clay-based chalk type paint by Debbie's Design Diary. And it's delicious, and it is what has made me technically an artist. I mean, I am an artist. It's technically what made me one, I think. Anyway, who cares? All right. I'm going to use my palette knife for now because it doesn't have to be exact. What I'm trying to do is make this a little skinnier, and so I can't add the green, which is aviary. If I just put more green on there, it's not going to make it any thinner, and I really want to get it more dainty looking, I think is what I want to do. Oh, good, you are. You never know. At least I don't on here until I go here more often, and I know what you look like on there, what your name looks like there. Thanks for watching. What time is it out there? California. It's, well, I don't know what time it is here. I think it's 2 o'clock. And I believe I said here before on my other ones, going live on Sunday night. Because I'm a big mess. I don't know. It's Monday night, right? And again, if this works for you guys, I'm really inflexible because we're talking 10 o'clock at night, East Coast time. So I was going to do Sunday or Monday. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So can you see? Yeah. You know what? I want to zoom in more, not be on me. That's no good. Sorry. I just lower you a little bit. I apologize. When I move the camera, I know it's blurry. I hope that it clears up after that. Let me know if it does not, please. So really, this doesn't have to be intimidating. I thought it was for the longest time. And then started learning from Anissa of This and That. She's on Facebook. And was working with a palette knife, but it was not looking intimidating. It was looking very wild and free. And I thought, oh, if I'm watching her, I can do that. And I've been in her class group thing for over a year. And that's making the stalk kind of what I want. And it is causing my background to be not what I wanted, but that's okay. We're going to blend that because we can spray this and reactivate it and mix it all together just like we want it. Because I was sort of doing the background we did with a putty knife, dragging it across and making it look sort of watercolory, and I'm really liking that. However, that means when you go back, you can't just edit this unless I want that there, which it could be. There's no mistakes, there's no rules here. What matters is, well, if I like it, but then if I'm doing it for a business and I want it to be for sale and be appealing, then it does matter what people like a little bit, if it's pleasant to look at. So it's a little of both. It's my art, so I'm going to do it how I want to, and then if I got enough feedback, like, we're not interested, thanks, then I will know, perhaps not a good idea. Maybe if I stop talking, I can focus a little better. I'm not trying to make it perfect because, well, I don't paint that way anyway. I do sort of abstract realism, but I do want it to look a little more realistic. Not just like, can you see that? At least I didn't know what I was doing right here with these leaves. And this paint is so, well, magic, that it does not glop up in the sides unless I really tried hard to do that. And even if it does ever get too thick, you can just water it down a little bit and just wipe it right off. However, it takes so little that it doesn't make drawers stick. I mean, look, it's so much better than traditional kind of paints. It's so easy to work with, and I love it. And I always say, I'm not talking about it because I sell it. I sell it because I love it. That's all there is to that. That's why. Okay. I guess this is a little bit too wide to be using for this now at this point. And yes, you can paint the hardware. I did discover that the mix of corally blush metal that's the existing hardware looks like rust, and I was not going for rust on this piece. So if you see something look rusty, it's not rusted, it just appears that way. So I'm either gonna take all the paint off the hardware or put more on like this. Oh, you can't see that very well. I'm gonna get a brush. Continue with that instead, right here on these smaller places. And then I was going to, when this dried, I was hoping tonight I could go ahead and wax the front so you can watch the wax go on, because it is delicious. There. I want it to look watercolory, but I also want it shaped sort of correctly. This is not hard, because I'm telling you, I'm one of those people that would have said, I can't draw a stick figure. Hopefully you can see how you can kind of just do whatever. This is going to be lavender, so I'm going to leave this, maybe make it a tiny bit smaller. I've got some a lavender here that I'm going to just pop on there like little buds. This design is not from my own imagination. This is it's just imitating, sort of, I have a photo of Iron Orchid Designs have, well, many fabulous products. One of them are transfers. They're a floral that you can just rub on furniture and things, and it will create a gorgeous piece. I don't have any, and I saw this one that's called, what's it called? Let me think about it. You see this? You can't really see that. Okay, we'll just work right there on that side. I think I'm going to leave the rest. And so I've got a picture of that, and so it's 100%, well, that's not, it's 90% their image. I'm not trying to steal and pretend like it's mine. I know the ladies, and I know that as long as I'm giving credit, I'm not trying to say it's mine, stealing my design. It's their design, and it's gorgeous. Why can't I think what it's called? Wallflowers. Nope. It's a French one. It's called Floral. Somebody help me. What's a French word that's... Parisiensis. Parisiensis? I don't know how you say it. I speak French. I can mimic it if you say the words. But no, Kristen. No, stop. So, alright. I'm just going to stop right there. I'm going to see if you've got any comments. I'm going to find them. I'm going to find them. And let me answer. I don't see any, and so I don't know if there are any. I've got to be... Oh, it's just you, Julie. Thank you for being here. Alright. And I'm aware that I am not being consistent and letting my YouTube, my little growing YouTube audience know when I'll be live. And, oh, but I am going to upload If you've not seen it yet, I'm just putting this down here. Do that and get that. All right, so what should I do next? Let me wet distress. I'm gonna do that so you can watch that. Let me, I'm gonna do that first. Oh, I was gonna blend that a little bit. Let me get, here is, very quickly, I forgot I was gonna do that. I've mixed Cowgirl Coral, which is a coral, and a little bit of Petticoat Pink, which is a very pale pink, a blushy pink. I've mixed those two a little bit, and that's the secondary sort of color here. And so it will help if I sort of drag this across here. It looks like a mess there, but I'm going to spray it. And it will all sort of meld together, and it will help make this not so suddenly hot pink right there. Trust me. Here. What had I started to say? I don't remember. I'm just sort of dragging this around. We can move it all over the place as we want to. I'll wait till that dries a little bit, actually. See how that's bringing in that color again, that sort of middle color. And it does get ugly before it gets pretty. If you're new to my work, you're probably thinking right now, this is disgusting. This is revolting. What are we doing here? But I promise it's pretty. Okay, so I'll just let that dry a little bit so I can sort of drag it. Since there's clay in here, we can just sort of work with it as long as we want to. It'll start to dry quickly. I can add water again. I can play with it. It's blending and making sort of a rose color, which I love. And then when I come back in, I can put just the coral by itself and make it another coral shade and more pinks. We can do whatever we want. So I'll let that dry and see. Maybe I should drag it up here too. Right, so what I'm going to do is I like to have the wood showing most of the time. And I've gotten carried away with all the painting. I haven't exposed much of the wood, so let me do that very quickly. And then I can't wax it until that dries. So I can't show you that much. I guess this might be a very short one because I'm afraid it'll get tedious coming over here because it's really done right there. Let me do the next step if this were all done. Oh, you know what? I'm going to add the French millinery. Can you see? Yes. So I think this is supposed to be lavender. I don't know, but that's the color it is on the picture on the transfer. Ugh. So I'm going to do that real quickly and just add little bitty buds of lavender. It looks gray probably, but it's French millinery. And I'm going to just take a tiny little brush, artist brush. I'm just going to sort of, so that it looks organic. I'm not going to try to paint the shape on there. I'm just going to add the lavender like that. That looks pretty darn good if I do say so myself. Let me zoom in further. Yes. It doesn't look good on camera. You gotta trust me. It looks good in person. It was exciting. So I'm also gonna do it over. You can't see. This one's a mess a little bit, but I'm gonna add little buds there too. Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. Now I'm old. Alright, there we go. That will be easy. I'll let it dry completely, which won't take long because of the clay in there. And then to seal it, I prefer wax. It's the DIY wax that I use is like butter. Literally, it's very, what's the word? It's not thick and hard to move. It's very luscious. I don't know the word. But you can also use any water-based top coat sealer. I will use Big Top, but I won't. When the surfaces are vertical, I like to use the wax because it doesn't drip. You just throw it on. Alright, so I was going to show you, let me back out a little bit. I was going to show you wet distressing because I want to bring out the wood down here and on these sides, I think. even though we haven't sealed this, it's like adobe sort of with the clay in there. So it has there very well, but we could still reactivate it with water because it's not been sealed. But it will be a little harder because it's trying to stay on there and bond. We have to say no. I'm sorry, was there a comment and I missed it? I don't see them. How do I do it? I saw them. I saw one. I know I did. I know that I did. Help me, Rhonda. I'm sorry. I'm swiping. I'm hitting the thing. Okay, well, if you made a comment, I will see it when I open my laptop and I look at it that way because of mold. Okay. All right. I was going to zoom in again. Let me do right here. See what you can see there. So this paint distresses beautifully without having to use, oh, you can't see that either. Sandpaper, which sandpaper's fine, of course, and it's great for some things, but if you can avoid it and get the same look or better, more organic looking, there's no dust because look what I'm doing. I'm just taking it away with water. Concentrated right here. These are just sort of very mild sort of baby wipes. And that is making it very organic. I know you probably can't see it. But I want the wear to show right there because I want this to look old, but beautiful, somehow miraculously beautiful, even though we want it to look like it's from the 30s or 40s for sure. It's a secretary desk, but it's also a waterfall. It's also got these 3 drawers, so it's very unique. But this way it looks like the wear has happened like it would right here along the edges where people would have touched it a lot. It would have gotten the oils and things from the hands. And if it was moved, it would have been banged around right here. These raised places, so that's a good place to know how to distress if you want it to look natural. Organic. It's funny, I used to hate the word organic as applied to food. I would say, oh, organic, meaning natural, right? So just say natural. No, now I use it all the time because I mean it as in happened naturally. Distressing is. So how are you guys doing if you're watching in the replay, which most of you will be? Thank you for that as well, and I hope that I've given you some inspiration or something. If you're not even going to try this, but you really can. You can put this on wood or metal or, well, any surface except for rubber as far as I know. Yes, I love how this looks down here. It's a little grungy right now, but I like it. We'll say that happened at Great Aunt Matilda's barn or something. There. I'm going to zoom in on that. That's kind of delicious. I like that. Let me show you how that happened and how it looks, oh, so natural and organic. Oh, same thing. Let me show you. We're going to zoom in on that because it's delicious. Let me just tilt the thing. You guys see that? Oh, right there. Now if I hold still so the camera isn't blurry, I hope it's not. The picture. You see right here? Oh, I love that. That wood against this fuchsia is quite pretty. So when you can wet distress it like this, it looks more, if you use the sandpaper, it's going to look just somewhat, I think it'll be a straight line. You know, you can only do like this with the sandpaper, unless you come at it and kind of hit it, which that works as well. Isn't that pretty? Okay. I love it. Oh, I almost dropped the... Okay. Thank you for watching. I think that I'm going to stop since I feel like there's not much to show you. Unless I just wet distress all over, which I'll move down here. We'll do the whole bottom and then I'll hang up. That's not funny. It was funny when I said it a year ago or something in my head. Quite a dork. Alright, sorry about my hand in your face. I'm going to move this over a little bit. We'll do the bottom here. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Lynn? Yes, Lynn. It's so tiny on my phone. I'm so not used to that either. I have the over 70 edited videos on my channel here that you can watch, but I've just started going live other than once or twice last year. So I'm still not used to the way it looks. I'm just like, oh, it's tiny on my phone. All right, you see that? Oh, you can see over here. Well, and that's not even the colors on there that'll pop. See, that's what it'll look like. Since I haven't sealed it. Ooh, it's gonna be pretty, pretty. You see how I always say it's the paint, and I realize I have to do it, but it's so easy, and just using it makes you, it's inspiring. I truly am not super creative, just sitting here on my own. I'm gonna use this wet wipe, just sort of rub at it, and that way it will wear away on the biggest places that it would with normal wear. And then right here, on the edge is always a given. Although you don't have to do it like this either, because there's no rules, like I said. There's so many things in life that we can't control and that are very, very important and or scary or frustrating or sad or dangerous that we can't do anything about, but we can do something about paint. So it's really not a big put the paint on, take the paint off, paint over the paint. It doesn't have to be a scary thing, so it leaves you sort of free to just create what you want, and then, you know, if you don't like it, you can keep at it until you like it. So it's a beautiful thing. A lot of women, well, and men too, discover that they just have this whole creative place waiting to be set free when you're not afraid of it looking bad. Oh, what if I can't? What if? So what? What if? What if it looks bad? Might look bad to you, might not. Create it, then you've created something beautiful, which is art. And then get an opinion from someone you trust and go in and fix that thing if it's not great. If someone tells me this looks like a wreck and it's someone that I trust and is like a mentor, then I'll say, okay, what can I do? It doesn't mean it's ruined. We just go in and keep working at it because it's not permanent. All right, I'm going to stop right there. And now I'm lecturing something. I'm trying to encourage. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you for watching. I know this is a little bit scattered, but there's the progress. I've been doing it on a DIY paint page on Facebook. And then a little bit on my page, which is She Paints as well on Facebook. I wanted to do it over here too so that people could see it live if they wanted. Or, you know, live, recorded live. So, and then we'll move on up here. I'm going to make it sort of an ombre. So I just stopped right here. I want to seal that before we go on. Ooh, you know what? I could put, let me put the wax on right there just real quickly. Just this top one. I have a problem with delayed gratification as well, which is fine because it's not going to hurt it. Let me get the wax and just show you how gorgeous. I could watch wax going on all day. 1 second, please. It's right over here. I'm back. Wax. All right, watch this up here. Oh my goodness, it's going to be delish. Oh, look at that. Because I think I'm happy with this right here. If not, that's okay. We can paint over it. Look at that. Put some moisture back in there. But the clay had dried out. Oh, so pretty. You see how easy that is? I'll make that over putting on liquid any day when I can. That's all there is to it. And then you let this dry for a little while, and then you buff it a little bit, and it just, a sheen, a gorgeous sheen comes out. Oh my goodness. I'm an absolute dork over this paint. Absolute dork, and I don't care. You know, when you get passionate about something, you just become a goober, and you don't care. That's me. See, I'm coming down too far. Ah! It's not all done here, but, oh gosh, I want to keep going. I want to keep going. I'm going to stop. I want to keep going. Oops, look at that. I'm going to get over there into the stock. So, pink on it. So I'll just throw a tiny bit of here over that. Okay, now I'll stop. Thank you for watching, and watch for me again. Let's say next Monday night at 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Is that right? I think that's right. I'll come back then. I'll probably be doing a portrait on canvas. But if I hear from enough of you that you want to see me do more of this, I'd be glad to. Either way, makes me happy. So thank you for watching, and I hope it doesn't look yellow. I mean, it looks yellow, but usually in the playback it doesn't look yellow. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. I know you could be watching a billion other things, so I appreciate you watching this time. Good night.